I recently created a video to document my 3-month growth plan here on YouTube. After completing 6 months on the platform and creating over 25 videos, I wanted to have a little more of a structured approach. At this point, I have a little bit of lessons learned. I'm seeing what's working, I'm seeing what's not working, and I'm looking to capture that and reflect on it more closely. That way, if I notice anything, I can pivot, I can make some real-time changes. So this is the first video where I'll take a look on a weekly basis to see what's going on. I'll take a look at what's working, what's not working, and what type of adjustments I'm looking to make in the upcoming week. If you're also on your journey to learn more about YouTube, enhance your own process, and grow, I hope you'll join me. So let's dive into it for week 1. During this first week, I created 2 videos. I was actually hoping for 3, but that didn't happen. I created 2 videos. And these are the 2 videos that you see here. So one is about challenging myself and committing to 3 months of growth on YouTube. And this is the video behind why I'm here today now tracking this on a weekly basis. So this video lays out what I hope to do and how I plan to go about doing it. And it mentions the different analytics that I plan to track. So we'll talk through those in this video. And then the second one is this video here that says YouTube is not on easy mode. And I created this video after seeing so many in my feed that say that YouTube is on easy mode. People can monetize in a week or a couple of weeks, maybe even in a month. And I know now, having been on the platform for a few months, having created a number of videos, that this is not the reality. And so I wanted to create this video to detail the different things that I'm seeing, how much of a grind this is, how challenging it is, how much effort it takes, and potentially how slow it can be. Because you never know after you've created a great video, after you've done everything to optimize your title and your thumbnail, you have no idea if it's going to resonate with your audience and if the algorithm will pick it up to make it go viral. Even if you have amazing content, there's still no guarantee that you'll have tons of eyes on your content and if many of those people will actually click and watch the duration of your video. So I only created these 2 long form videos. I didn't create any shorts during this time, and I still have not gone live, so that didn't happen. And then during this week, I also didn't have any community posts. Now here you can see the overall metrics for this week on my channel. I have a total of 700 views. I have a total of 35 watch time hours. I gained 20 subscribers. Impressions were 15,168, and my click-through rate was 3.2%. And then in terms of average view duration, I have 3 minutes, 8 seconds, and average percentage viewed was 27.2%. So over these coming weeks, I plan to continue to monitor these metrics, and I hope that they can improve. And based on what I'm learning each week, I am looking forward to seeing some of these numbers go up. And here in this view, you can see this version of the analytics, the 700 views, which was a 9% increase from the prior 7 days. And the 35 hours of watch time, this was a 7% increase over the prior 7 days. And the 20 subscribers that I gained, this was 25% more than the last 7 days. So this is definitely trending in the right direction. I look forward to seeing it continue. During this time, you can see some of my top content. So this first video, you should keep posting on YouTube, even if no one's watching. This has been my top video for a number of months now, and it continues to have a decent number of views. In this case, you can see it had 265 views. What happened when I didn't keep posting? This has also been one of my top videos. And in these past 7 days, I had 90 views on it. And then you can see some of the recent videos that I mentioned that I posted during this past week. So one being the video around committing to grow here on YouTube over the next 3 months. And this was my third one with 78 views. The next one is how to keep posting on YouTube until you hit 25 videos. So I recently hit 25 videos and created this video to recap that experience. And this one had 77 views in the last 7 days. And then lastly, the video that is called YouTube is not on easy mode. This one had 57 views during the past week. So what worked well during this time period when I posted these videos? One thing I think that worked well is even if the video YouTube is not on easy mode, had a lower number of views than the video around committing to growth in the next 3 months, this video had a lot of engagement. So there are a lot of people who commented, and comments that I got were along the lines of people saying that it resonated. They agreed that YouTube is hard. They shared stories about how they've been on the platform for even over a year and are still working through getting the number of subscribers that they have as a goal and also the watch time hours. So knowing that the feedback was good on this video and people have been engaged, the question is, why did that happen? Why do I think it happened? I think that happened because just like I have seen so many videos where people are speaking about how YouTube is on easy mode and they simplify, maybe even have clickbait titles and clickbait thumbnails. I think a lot of people who are creating content here, even if you're doing it for a few months, just like I am, or if you've been doing it longer, I think people see the reality of what it takes. And knowing that, having that experience, you know how hard it is to get one subscriber. You know how hard it is to build up your watch time hours. And so I think people already had their own perspective in their mind. But when you hear so many videos that seem to be reinforcing this message that it's easy, anyone can do it. You can do it overnight. You can blow up. You start to question yourself. And so I think in many ways, this video helped validate what people were already feeling and experiencing. And it touched on a topic and it touched on a pain point that they experienced because we're all realizing as we're navigating this journey that YouTube is not easy. Growing your channel is not easy and it takes time. That is the reality. Yes, some people can blow up and have a lot of success very quickly, but that's probably not going to be the case for everyone. And that's definitely not going to be the case for most people. So, with a message like this, with a story where people can relate to it, it can elicit feelings and emotions and spark some engagement in them to say that this is something I've felt and seen myself. And here you are creating this video and validating what I've been feeling. I think that helped make the video successful in terms of getting that kind of feedback and engagement. Now, for what didn't work well. So, even if the engagement was good on this video so far, you can see here that the views are on the lower end. And it's only been a couple of days. I know that there's still a possibility that the algorithm can pick this up and distribute it out to more people. Hopefully, more people who see it will then engage with it and watch the video and continue to comment, which hopefully will continue to have it go out there to more people. So it is on the lower side in terms of the views and what I would hope for, but I know that can always change. And similarly, for the video around committing to grow on YouTube, I was actually expecting to see higher views on this and maybe even more engagement on this one. Again, I know this can change, but it certainly was on the lower end when it comes to the average view duration compared to this video, YouTube is on easy mode. And if you compare the average view duration for all of these videos, you can see that YouTube is not on easy mode is the one that has the highest average view duration. So overall, the average view percentage here is 37.7, and that's a little bit higher than committing to the 3-month time frame to grow on YouTube, which is at 35.4%. And having an overall amount of time that people are watching the video for 4 minutes and 48 seconds, I think that's pretty good. I'd say that's probably on the higher end compared to a lot of my videos. And of the ones you see here, 2 minutes, 3 minutes seems to be the range. But of course, this is relative depending on the length of the video itself. So this is something that I'll keep in mind. Now that we've looked at the metrics for this week, we've seen the content that was posted. We know what I didn't post, so no shorts, no live stream, and no community posts. What am I looking to adjust for the coming week? Well, I certainly want to continue with long form video. Now that I know how people are engaging with this video, YouTube is not on easy mode. I want to lean in more into storytelling with my videos and continuing to elicit the emotions that get people to comment, that get people to say, yes, I understand this. This is me. You're speaking to me in a way that I understand and is validating some of the thoughts and feelings that I already have. Whether it is topics that bring and remind people of joy and happiness that they feel, or maybe even tapping into some of the pain points that are common amongst us as creators or as people in this world. I hope to bring forward more of that in my content. I don't think the video committing to the 3-month time frame on YouTube to grow had as much of that. I think it was more a how to and speaking about the process, but I don't think in and of itself this video elicited a lot of emotions, whereas YouTube is not on easy mode did a lot more of that. So I definitely know that this is something that's important when it comes to audience engagement and getting people interested and riled up and wanting to comment on your videos. I'm going to continue to bring that forward as much as I can into my content and explore different ways that I can do that, different types of content, and how I can create it to achieve that. So overall, I'm looking to see more storytelling, less lecturing in my overall approach to how I bring forward my content. And in order to get more people to actually click and watch the videos and have more views overall, I want to start experimenting with my thumbnails, seeing what things I can do differently. I haven't really revisited or revamped my thumbnail since I got into a method that works for me. So I think this is a good time, especially if I'm looking to improve things like my click-through rate. Having thumbnails that are attractive and that will get people to engage with it and actually click is really important to all of the metrics that we're talking about here. Without people actually clicking, none of these additional metrics matter. So I'm looking forward to addressing that and seeing what I can do to improve from that standpoint. So as you're watching, let me know what you think. Are you doing something similar in tracking your process? Do you have particular goals when it comes to creating your content? And how are you going about doing it? If you're not doing something similar or you don't have a process, let me know how this resonates with you. Do you see anything here that's interesting that you would like to try? And do you enjoy watching this type of video? So let me know if you are interested in seeing more. And if you are interested, what types of things would you like to see? What would you like to see me cover? Or what questions do you have for me that I can cover in a future one of these videos? The goal here really is to promote consistency, to continue to learn and improve my process, see what things I can do better, and then do this more incrementally so I have a chance to actually pause and put it into practice sooner than later. So instead of waiting for another 6 months or 3 months to address some of these things, I'm looking to do that more real time. So we'll see how this turns out. It will definitely be a learning experience for me, but I'll continue to share, and I want to share real time so that it can also be beneficial and helpful for you, especially if you think it's valuable to see what I'm doing, how I'm doing it, and how I'm analyzing it, and then making decisions from the different things that I'm seeing. So if you like this approach, let me know. It's all about teamwork. It's all about accountability, learning, sharing, and growing together. Thank you so much for joining me for week 1 and watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments, what's your plan for growing on YouTube and how are you going about doing it? And if this is your first time here, make sure to watch another video, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.